Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Atlanta, Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside the beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And he went from being the surprise pick of the first round to the full-time starter late in the season, and now he has a chance to take this team to new heights starting in 2025. Really was impressed with him down the stretch, going head-to-head with Jaden Daniels in a huge game. Now he could be their franchise quarterback for the next 10 years.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
To the air, Penix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now Penix. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Brings up 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 43. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Off play action, here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Robinson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McCloud, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And it wasn't that long ago that there were a lot of conversations about whether Jared Goff was truly going to be a frontline starter in the NFL, and he has proven all of those critics wrong. He's taken his game up big notches in the last few years. Now what he needs to do, sustain that success in the regular season, come playoff time.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Another run for Gibbs here. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 15. And the Lions first down.
plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Gibbs straight ahead. Able to slither by. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now gone. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
He steps out of bounds behind.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. As Ike learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Wright's got it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Goff now looking to throw. Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games,
block right from 40 yards out. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Penix. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And looking to throw, Penix. Hitting London, come across the field. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. They went through 2-minute drill, and they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought,
No
Yeah, he might be
gain on the
locked in
play.
for this one.
Brings up second
As
and
usual, the
10
hallmark of a good run
at the
defense,
15-yard
linebackers
line.
making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Robinson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss on the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Penix. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
By Aleem McNeil. A gain of 3 yards. Brings up 4th and goal. Youngway Koo for the Falcons.
7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Nice little juke. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Back to throw. Goff. This to the corner right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. To throw is Goff. Complete to running. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
A gain of 14.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Here's Goff. Short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. First carry now for David Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Goff now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for a legal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Bates' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Now Penix. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air, Penix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now
I feel like I could
2nd and
see
6.
what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw again is Penix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Koo knocks this one through the post. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a three-point kick. Now you give him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd down and 8. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Robinson again. And this time he is in for a Falcon touchdown. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Falcons.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
It's second and
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now it's gone. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 32-yard line.
from the gun. Here's Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And the Lions first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
16 yards.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alim McNeil, his second sack of the night. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Robinson up the middle.
They just keep trying, but so far, we're finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Brings up third down and 7.
Now third down and 7. He'll throw now on the final play. This ball down the field for Pitts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen. Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches at the 50-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. Goff going to keep it himself. And he is going to have the Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So we stop for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. They hold them to only 2 there on the screen and second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Goff now looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Bates' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Robinson on the option. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Penix. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Bradley Pinion
in punt
now.
formation.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Lions take over.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
14-yard
And the
line.
Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Out of bounds at the
Short
18-yard
completion,
line.
just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Psalm shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. On the return, here's Agnew. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Falcon football. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off play action, here's Penix. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And looking to throw, Penix. Throw left side, complete to McLeod.
Penix's pass complete to Ray McLeod. Brings up 3rd down.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Penix. Here's a screen from Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In motion left comes Williams. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First down Lions on a pickup of 13
yards. First down Lions.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try the air now with Goff. Finds Gibbs in the check down. Only able to gain a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play action. It's Goff. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Bates' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. A second field goal here in this third quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3. They'll run again here with Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And the Falcons first down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
On the tackle.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So out now come the Lions. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for Tim.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Robertson on the stop.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Robinson with another carry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To the air, Penix. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Where he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ray McCloud with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. Coup for the extra point.
Up for the point after.
And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score.
So that drive with 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got right on the short throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Detroit.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know
This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
He's
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's a gain of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Williams, a man in motion right. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
In motion goes Patrick. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a 2nd and 2. Gibbs straight ahead. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Lions.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
To throw is gone. This to Laporta, right side.
Pass.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now 2nd and 5. And London, the motion man right. A play fake. Now Penix. Dumps this one off to Algier.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
No gain on the play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Goff's pass complete to Jamison Williams. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
1st down, Detroit.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And this will line up the Lions' 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
1st down.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. Dancing away at the 35. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st down.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Goff with a kneel down here. That should put a conclusion to this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.